to yourself? Do you say that you're going to work on this goal, you're going to do this task, you're going to try this thing, you're going to work on your business, you're going to grow and build, but then you don't do it? Do you break your promises to yourself? Being honest, I have done that a lot throughout the years. I have promised that I'm going to make pitches. I have promised myself that I'm going to post content. I have promised myself that I'm going to send out emails to my email list and then didn't do it. And as I'm planning my goals for next year, I have to be completely honest with myself that I have not been a dependable person to myself. And so I challenge you to take a look at yourself and see, do you keep your word to yourself? Do you stay truthful and honest to yourself? Um, that's something that I want to change because I don't know about you, but I keep my word for other people. When I make a commitment to somebody else, when I say that I'm going to show up, I show up. When I say that I'm going to do something for them, I do it. When I say that I'm going to help, I help, even if it comes at a sacrifice. But the tendency is for us to do it for others and not do it for ourselves. Why am I on this? Because it's 11:14 p.m. at the time of me recording this and going live, and I'm tired. Just keeping it a buck, keeping it real. Um, I have had my menstruation this week. I have been cramping and not feeling well, fatigued. My back hurts. I'm stressed with work stuff, and um, I'm just feeling exhausted. And my my youngest twin, he's still up. It's 11:15 p.m. and one of my 2-year olds are still up. And I'm just like, I'm so tired. I try to wait until they go to sleep, till everybody goes to sleep, my 3 boys. Um, but then they don't go to sleep. And so I really, really wanted to go to sleep instead of doing this live right now. I really did because you see the bags? But I'm tired of breaking my promises to myself. I'm tired of not being honest and trustworthy to myself. I do it for everybody else. I do it for work. All the jobs that I have had, I have busted my butt and showed up to work sick. I have showed up to work tired, sometimes in pain. I have shown up when it was inconvenient, and I don't do the same for myself. And I need to do the same. And if you have not been consistent with showing up for yourself, you need to do the same as well. Showing up when you're tired for yourself, showing up when it's late, but doing it for yourself, showing up for yourself when it's inconvenient, when you don't know if you're going to get out of it what you think you want to get out of it, but showing up because you said that you would, just like you do for everybody else. That's going to be the difference between actually hitting your goals next year and not hitting your goals next year, is how much will you actually keep your word to yourself to do the things that you said that you're going to do. If you're going to post one day a week, I think one of my babies are coming out here right now. If you're going to post once a day, what are you doing to make sure you keep that promise? If you're going to post on YouTube, and if you're going to do shorts, what are you doing to keep that promise for yourself? The more you put into these jobs, they'll treat you worse. You know what? A lot of times, yeah, and if it's not worse, they'll try to treat you like you're a superstar and amazing, and they need you so much, and that's why they're giving you more work. And but unfortunately, they can't give you more money for it. But they want to applaud you for your effort and for everything that you're contributing as a team player, right? Um, How do you, Queen Mia, welcome. Asks, how do you go live? I am in the YouTube app on my phone, and when you're looking at all the different buttons on that you can press in YouTube, there's your home page. Don't change my light, baby. There's the home page. There is also there's a little plus sign in the middle, and it's going to ask you, do you want to post? Do you want to go live? And you put go live, and I edit my title so that you can know what I'm going to talk about. And then I put a description, so you have links in the description. And by the way, don't leave without clicking a link in the description so you can get my personal brand profit plan. So that you can grow and maximize your visibility in 2025, get more customers, get more leads, generate more income. But the way that we're going to do that, the way that we're going to build our business, the way that we're going to get more leads, get more customers, and build our income is to be dependable for ourselves. Picking things to post. What if I'm having trouble picking things to post? Jax asks. Well, I would look at, what are you trying to accomplish with your posts? See, I don't think about posts as individual posts. I think about posts as a full-on strategy. I think about posts in a month time span, in 2 to 3 months time span. And here, you want to draw? Here. Okay, go ahead. I don't think about posts in terms of, what am I going to post next? I'm thinking about, what are the next 7 to 10 things am I going to post? When I'm writing out ideas, I might have 30 ideas to pick from that I choose the next 3 out of. Like for my list of lives, I have a running list of ideas specifically for YouTube Live that is probably close to like 60 different ideas, and I consistently add to them. Almost every day I add a new idea. Something promotes another idea in my head, and I go like, okay, I think this would be a great topic for a live specifically. And so I start there. I put all my ideas down, and I sometimes will even add different points, like, what about this topic do I want to talk about? I have this whole list, and then tonight I still decided to talk about something different because tonight I'm in my feelings. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. It's 11:20 p.m., but I am being a different person than I have been before. Previously, I have been the person that has copped out. I have given up on myself. I have no called, no showed on myself. When I said that I was going to post, when I said that I was going to execute, when I said that I was going to pitch or set an appointment with somebody or follow up, I have been the person that sometimes followed up and sometimes didn't, sometimes posted, sometimes didn't. And that's not helping me to reach my goals. And if you're doing the same, if you're posting every couple of days or worse, every couple of weeks, you're not helping yourself to get to your goals. And if 2024 did not look like the way that you wanted it to go, and you want it to look different in 2025, then you have to do something differently. And it starts with showing up for yourself, and it starts with being a dependable person to yourself. It starts with being a truthful and honest person to yourself, someone that keeps their word to and for themselves, the same way that you would do for your mom, for your dad, for your kid. If you say that you're going to show up, you show up. Why? Because you don't want to disappoint them. Well, I'm here to encourage you to stop disappointing yourself. Just like, that's my goal. I want to stop disappointing myself. I've felt bad that I've wasted time, I've wasted money, I've taken time to take courses and coaching and workshops and workbooks and videos, and spent a couple thousands of hours at this point in trainings and coaching and reading books. And it's a waste if I don't actually use it and implement it. It is a waste if I don't actually put it into work, put it into practice for myself. And so I'm not here um, to say that you are not a dependable person and that you're not a trustworthy person or that you are not a committed person. I'm here to tell you that if you can do it for other people, if you can show up to a job, if you can show up for your family, if you can show up to that party, if you can show up for other people, you can show up for yourself. And the more that you treat showing up for yourself like you treat your job that you go to so that you can get paid and pay your bills, the more that your business will become something that's able to pay your bills because you show up consistently, whether you feel good or not, whether you are tired or not, whether you're not in the mood or not. So I want you to let this be the last time that you break your promise to yourself. If you have ever broken your promise to yourself before, it stops today. It stops tonight. It stops this morning, wherever you are in the world. And now you are going to be the person, you are the person that keeps their promises to themselves, that you're not going to break your promises to yourself. So when you say, I'm going to post the content, you're not going to say, okay, let me rush and post the content. No, you need to do some planning. Am I some kind of life coach? Joker's wild ass. I understand that in order to grow in business, we need coaching in life in order to grow in business. Please don't draw on the floor. Thank you. I'm life coaching my kids not to draw on the floor, but I believe that in order to help people in business, which is what I do, is that to some degree we also need coaching in our life. So I'm not a life coach, but I coach in life in order to help you to get to your business goals. So, am I a business consultant? Yes, I've been a business consultant for several years, and I've done it independently. And I have gotten clients that I'll just work on here through referrals. But I have let myself down in the way that I would not share publicly. You had to get a referral to work with me because I didn't want to pitch myself. I was too scared. I was essentially letting myself down, like, oh, I'm not good enough to ask people to be my client. Like, somebody has to refer them to be my client. That's the only way that I would consider myself good enough. But it's not true. I do good work. I've helped a lot of people. I went to college for marketing. I've also taken thousands of dollars worth of coaching courses, read books. And so now I'm versed in traditional corporate marketing and digital marketing, and from ads and YouTube and social media to email marketing, the whole right messaging is really what I focus on, is choosing the right words in order to attract the right people so that they want to buy your stuff. And so, how do you rely on computers, and how much do you rely on computers and computer software? Well, I use. I mean, are you counting a phone? I use my phone every single day. I have my laptop here, but I actually don't use my laptop every day. But I do use my phone every day. Software, I don't use. I'm kind of like, I'm an artist, if you will, with my words, so I don't use like a lot of AI to write my content or anything like that. I might use it to summarize what I've already created, but I have words to share. I have thoughts. I don't need any machine to create thoughts for me. I can write my own workbooks. I can write my own ebooks. I can write my own courses. I don't need any machine to do that for me. But will I use it to create slides for me and to do editing for me? Yes, I do edit on my laptop, and I like to use Descript. I can drop the link in. Lukey, please don't draw on the couch. I could drop the link in the description for you. That is AI editor, and it allows you to edit using the transcript. So essentially, it's like reading a document, and then when you delete the words, you delete that clip of the video. So if you messed up, then you're able to take those clips out. And it's a lot easier than having to sit to try to look at a video for 20 minutes that you may have recorded and had a lot of mistakes. You can do a rough cut, and it'll take out all the ums and the uhs and the likes for you. If I were to pause for 20 seconds right now, I could have it remove every pause that was over 3 or 4 seconds, and it would keep the natural short ones, and it would delete the very, very long ones. So there are some tools to use that can make showing up for yourself a lot easier. But ultimately, what I've decided is that, and I'll give credit to my husband. He told me years ago, go live. And I'm like, no, how can I go live? I don't know what to say. I'm going to get nervous. I'm going to freeze and not know what to say, which has happened a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that comes with the territory. But every day that I've gone live, which has been, I think I'm on day 11. I'm in a YouTube growth challenge right now to go live for 30 days straight. And I really wanted to go to bed tonight. And the only reason why I didn't was because I wanted to keep my promise to myself. And so this literally was me showing up for myself, because I showed up to my regular job today, and I wanted to make sure that I showed up for myself as a CEO. Like, I literally have a registered business, and I'm a CEO, and I need to show up for work for myself. I don't have regular working hours, but that doesn't matter. And so if you can actually step aside from what feels comfortable and to show up for yourself and to keep your promises to yourself instead of breaking your promises to yourself, you will see a change in your progress, especially if you do it consistently, right? Don't keep your promise one day and then break your promise another day. If you show up for yourself consistently and you do actionable things that will help you get to your goals, then you will get closer to the goals that you want to reach. You will get closer to your income goals. You have to do the things that actually help you get there, right? So you can't say, I want to make money, but you don't put your product out there. Or I want to make money online, but you don't create content so people can find you, right? So you have to figure out what are the things that you need to do in order for people to find you, and then what do you have set up in order for people to pay you. Those are really the focuses. So if you're not showing up for business and making sure that people can find you, and then people are able to send you money and receive the product or service that you have to offer, you don't have a business. You have a dream that's waiting on you to take some action and waiting on you to keep some promises for yourself. And I want you to do it, and I want you to start doing it today. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the link in the description. There's 2 links in the description. There's the link to the YouTube Growth Challenge, where you can join the challenge to get strategies and tactics on how to grow. I'll be sharing specific data points that I'm learning and finding out. And don't draw on the floor, sweetie. That I'm learning and finding out through going live on YouTube. What have I seen that works? What have I seen that hasn't worked? What have been my highest viewed videos, the most watch time that I've received? Like, there's a lot of different stuff to learn when you do something consistently, and I'd like to share those things. You have to join the YouTube Growth Challenge in order to get all of the details. And then I also have the my tiredness is coming through. I also have my personal brand profit plan link in the description if you would like to know the foundation on what I have learned through the over $15,000 of courses and coaching and ebooks and videos and books that I have read over the years, as well as through my marketing degree, how you can use these strategies and tactics to build your personal brand in 2025 and beyond. Then go ahead and grab that guide. It's worth paying for. I put it in email so that it's easy to read. Both of those are down there in the description. Now, let me see here. Let me go back to the comments. Um, look at him. It is 11:32 p.m. Okay, so I have a question here. Do you know of any note applications courses? I want to master note applications. I don't know of any specific note application courses. I do know there are a lot of templates for Notion, which I believe is a very helpful tool. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm just being straight up. I feel like you could use your time a lot better learning something else in a course as opposed to notes applications. I feel like most notes applications are pretty straightforward, and if you just give it a couple of hours a day or a couple hours a week, I'm sure you could figure it out on your own. Because if you're able to sign on to YouTube and you're able to type in a question, I believe that you're able to figure out an app like Notion, or even just using something simple like Google Docs. That's what I use. I mean, Notion is cool, but sometimes those templates or even creating a template could just feel a little overwhelming and convoluted. And I'm just like, I just want my stuff to be where it's at. Google Docs works for me. I do pay for Google Workspace, so I have a professional email, and I use Google Docs and Google Sheets and stuff in order to organize my stuff. I'm kind of old school, right? I'm a millennial, so you know we didn't have like Notion and all of that growing up. It was Word document, and Google Docs is like the closest thing to Word. So if I would say, you know, you want to take a course on marketing. Take a course on messaging. That's what I teach. I teach messaging. Like, forget content ideas. Let's talk about the topics that you need to talk about. So let's get into that, because some people, I had somebody say that they have trouble with picking things to post. It really, you're very welcome. It really isn't about the one thing that you have to post. It's about the next 30 things that you have to post, and how do they connect and build on each other. So here's a couple ways that you can think about your posting. So you're posting, let's say for the next 30 days. Let's break that up into 4 weeks. You're gonna have a primary theme for the 1 month, and let's say the goal is all about awareness, also that people can find you. So most of your content should be identity based, or should be okay, sweetheart. It should be identity based, and it should be educational based. So we're essentially wanting to answer questions, or address someone's identity, or how they view themselves. For instance, I'm in marketing, I'm in content and digital strategy. So some of the things that I'm talking about for awareness is people are thinking about their goals right now. So I knew that I should come and talk about goals, personal branding, building your business, getting visible, being an entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. These are the things that I know my audience calls themselves. They call themselves entrepreneurs. They are small business owners. They are personal brands. This is identity based marketing. So you have to figure out the identity of your audience. Let's say if somebody wants to share, what industry are you thinking about building in? What do you have a business in, or what is your niche for your personal brand? Fashion, clothing, hair, motorcycles or cars, shoes like kicks and stuff like Jordans. Like it doesn't matter what it is, you have to find your identity. Like let's take shoes, right? We have luxury shoes like Louis Vuitton if you're a guy or a girl, red bottoms if you're a guy or a girl. Those are very luxurious shoes, and there's an identity of people that buy those type of shoes, right? Little bougie, affluent, high income earners most of the time. Then we have sneakerheads, right? They are the Jordan lovers, maybe retros and Nikes, and then you have like modern sneakerheads where it's like European sneakers, and there's all kinds of different things, right? But how do they describe themselves, right? How are they talking about themselves? That's the identity part. And then you want to talk in terms of education. So your theme should be a different theme every single week, and you want a foundational thought for every single week. And then each day you're answering a question or a segment to address that theme in order to create your content. So you do that, come up with 4 different questions that you're going to answer in different ways each day for 4 weeks. And that's your 30 days of content. And so let's say, for instance, I want to talk about personal brand for the coming month. First week, I might talk about what it means to have a personal brand and why it's important. Then I'm going to talk about clarifying your personal brand and your profit plan. Then the next week, I'm going to talk about how to create an offer for your personal brand and all the different things around that. And then lastly, talk about getting attention for your personal brand. And so for each theme, there are 20, 30, 50 things that I could talk about for each weekly theme. That's how I create my content. And I don't always choose everything I put on that list because I might be inspired by something completely different and go a different direction. But that's the point. Like, I literally have hundreds of content ideas that I can't create fast enough because I'm always getting a new idea. And the more that you write and create, I do believe that content creation starts with writing. It starts with writing or it starts with speaking, either speaking out your ideas, recording them, or writing them out physically or electronically. But content creation starts with your words. And so when you start with your words, you're able to, kind of veer off and create other different ideas that will turn into more ideas and that will turn into more ideas, and you won't be able to keep up with your ideas. You'll come up with ideas faster than you can create them. And so yes, I do have I have a web presence. Web presence. I have a web presence. I have links in the description. You should be able to see them. That's how you get on my email list. And I do not put sales links directly out to the public. You got to come into my email community first in order to buy something from me, because I have a conversation with everyone before they can become a client or a customer. I have some type of interaction. So you can join my email community by either joining the YouTube Growth Challenge, link in the description, or you can grab the Personal Brand Profit Plan, which is also the link in the description. And yeah, so I have those there, and I invite you to subscribe. The nice thing is when you join the email community, then when I have another video out, then I can notify you and let you know what's up, because YouTube doesn't always let all of your audience know. Please stop turning my light off. No. The YouTube doesn't always let your subscribers know when you're live or when you have another video up. Like when I look at my analytics, only about 18% of my subscribers are notified that I have a new video. The other 80 some, they're completely brand new to me, never seen me before. So welcome to the community, Jokers Wild. What's your name? I know it's not Joker. What's your name? Well, maybe you signed off already, but I think it's time for me to sign off because I'm tired. I'm stuttering. My baby, he keeps on playing with the light and he won't go to sleep until I turn this light out of both of our faces. So if you are just signing on, make sure you join the email community by clicking one of the links in the description, either the YouTube Growth Challenge. Paul, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Angel. Um, Join the YouTube Growth Challenge with the link in the description, or grab your copy of the Personal Brand Profit Plan with the link in the description. So I'm going to bed. Y'all have a great night. Remember to share a meaningful marketing message to somebody that you can help, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.